Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jen Jones. I'm your 2015 YPN chairperson, and I'm with Val Mayer of RE One, and she is one of our panelists for the September 24th Mastermind event. Val, thank you and welcome.
Well, thank you, Jen. Thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited. This is fun. Yes, September 24th is my birthday, so when you come, birthday cake and gifts is
Got
much
it.
appreciated. Thank you.
Yes, 24th.
Okay,
Got
great.
it. All right, so we're going to ask you a few questions, and some of these questions are going to be leading up to the actual event on the 24th.
Okay.
But can you give us a brief overview of your business as a rookie in 2014 and then your current volume?
Sure, yes. In 2014, the volume that we had closed out with, finished with, was 3.5 million, which was pretty awesome for me. I have to say, I was pretty excited. That came to 13 transactions, which is 5 sold listings and 8 buyers. It was great.
Nice.
And how I think that we accomplished that at the time was through just authenticity. Reaching out to my warm market, which is through Facebook, some email, and some networking events, but mostly Facebook. And this year, I'm even more proud and excited to say that we have closed 24 transactions, which is 5.3 million, and fingers crossed, another 1.1 million in the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
I know, I'm just blessed, and I think it's just so awesome. We're so excited. And I have to say that, same thing. I think that, again, it's just being personable, reaching out to our warm market, Facebook, can't say it enough, just getting in with those relationships.
Relationships are important.
Yes.
So how is your business structured?
Structure, as I told you before, is not a big word of mine. So for all of you messy Einstein people like myself, know that it's going to be okay. That was one of the things that it was a challenge for me, and I was really worried about was not having so much structure. I've always considered myself a fly by the seat of your pants kind of gal, but it works for me, and you have to do in this business really what works for you and know your strengths.
Mm-hmm.
So for how is it structured, I'd say, again, people. Just really reaching out to the people you know and staying in touch with them, and Facebook's a great way, as I mentioned, to do that. Your Aunt Sally, your Uncle Bob. Facebook gives you a way to ask how they're doing, and just staying on top of people and relationships. That, and coupled with email, we do some email marketing, we do some video. I think technology, I do have to say, technology is a very big part for us in our business. I think that it allows even new agents to get a jump on the business, and have ways to do that, whereas you wouldn't have necessarily had that before.
Yeah, makes sense. So can you share with us how the market was when you received your Rookie of the Year, and then how it is now compared to now, and how you adapted your business practices,
Sure.
Any changes that may have happened?
The market, I think, increased somewhat from last year to this year. It's certainly busier for us, and again, that's just with being the market, but also for us picking up more clients because we had more of an internet presence and more of a presence than we did in my first year.
When you say us, what do you mean by us?
Let me clarify that. Okay, thank you for asking. So my husband was a lender, and I think that's really important to mention. When I was rookie in 2014, it was just me. Brian was a lender, and I noticed for him, he would always interview other agents and give them tidbits and advice on their business. And I thought, if I had him doing that with me, I could really take this thing on, So I asked him to please leave his job and to come join me, and he said, hey, that you look like you have a lot more fun than I do. I'm sorry, lenders, because I know that it's true. We have a lot more fun on the real estate side. Brian joined me this year, actually last year in July, and we have just done really well through that because having him, not that you can't tell, I'm the overly social one, which is great. Again, that's my strength. Brian is very knowledgeable on technology, and he does the boring paperwork and things like that I just don't want to do. But that's okay, because we work off of each other, and I give him all the hard stuff, and then I do the fun, easy stuff. But it works great. So that's when I say we. That's both of us.
Okay. And you guys are not a team. You're individual real estate agents.
Correct.
Right? Yep.
In the state of Maryland, you have to be licensed for 3 years in order to be a team, and neither one of us have attained that yet. So not yet.
Not yet, but
He's
in the
more
future.
of a licensed assistant with me right now, which has been invaluable. If you can hire Brian on the side, I won't let you, but try to find your own Brian Mayer. It works.
Good. So what would be your biggest challenges, and how did you overcome them?
I think that, certainly feeling overwhelmed when you look at comparison. Let me say, when you first get into business, you're looking at all these awesome agents and you're saying, wow, how in the world what am I going to do to attain that kind of success? And, just not knowing. So I would say, just the fear of being new in the beginning, and not knowing where to go. Thank God we had a very good friend, Mike Benton, who was a real estate agent. He's no longer a real estate agent, and he's a coach now. And he coached me, and he used to tell me, be authentic. Authenticity is very, very important. Structure your business how you would do it, and people want to do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And that's so true. I mean, and again, that ties in with the just staying on top of relationships and personal relationships.
Yep. All right, be authentic. So what is the one piece of advice you would give to a real estate agent who's coming into the business or, picking it back up after a few years from being out of it? What was the one piece of advice?
I think that it's really important to not worry about what Bob at ABC Realty or Val at RE/MAX 1 is doing. Focus on learning and finding your niche. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's really important to feel comfortable with you, be authentic to who you are. Again, I cannot say this enough. Use Facebook. Use it as a starting point. Use it as a platform. Get on there and build these relationships. Start with your warm market, because everybody usually feels comfortable with your warm market. Start there, and if you can do it, get some buyer leads. That's a good way to start to build some of your business. Those would be the two things that I would say I think would be the best way to start.
Yeah. Be authentic and Facebook. Who would have known?
And have a good hairdo.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Val.
Thank you,
and
Jen.
we look forward to having you on your birthday.
That's right.
On the 24th of September. Hope to see you there.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.